Let's start with a little bit about your role at Cisco and what role does the customer experience play in Cisco's overall strategy?
First, thank you very much for having me today. I'm Adele Trombetta and I'm the Customer Experience Vice President for Middle East and Africa in Cisco. Talking about what is the customer experience mission, let me first do a step back and let me talk about the Cisco mission. Cisco mission is being the partner of choice of our customers. Why? Because customers in the today context that is characterized by high complexity, customers are asking more and more not to have only an IT vendor, but rather they look for a strategic partner. And we want to be the partner of choice and follow and help our customers during the entire life cycle of the digital transformation. When it comes to life cycle, there are two main moments in the life cycle that we need to take into consideration. The first one is the pre-sales, and then we have the post-sales. Now, everything is post-sales is with customer experience. So customer experience mission is be the bridge between technology and business value during the entire life cycle and be sure that our customer will get the maximum of the return of the investment of their technology. Because you need to know that, and this is not Adele saying that, but rather IDC, that the customer experience and the value, the business value of the technology is the main buying criteria. Customers are not looking anymore for the technology or for the price. They buy based on their return, business return of that investment. And in particular, that means we need to start not anymore in our conversation with customers from the technology. We start from the business. We start from their agenda. And this is exactly what we do in customer experience. And in particular, this is my mission in Middle East and Africa. I constantly work hand in hand with my sales colleague to be sure that we design and we tailor our solutions based on customer needs.
Okay, so what are some of the major technology trends that you have seen noticed in the last 14 months during this pandemic?
That's a very good one. As you were saying, there are two components. One is that are influencing the trend. One is the pace of the technology evolution. The technology evolution has reached unprecedented level. And with that, I have in mind that technologies like machine learning, artificial intelligence, cloud, 5G. But in parallel, we are experiencing, unfortunately, the pandemic effect as well. The result is the main trend that we are seeing at Cisco and we are seeing in the market is the digital transformation. Our customers and even the most traditional one, they have digital first top of their mind. Everything that can be delivered digitally has to be delivered, must be delivered digitally. But when we talk about digital transformation, when we talk about digital delivery, we need to take into consideration at least four important topics, four important steps. The first one is the infrastructure transformation. Why? Because the number of connectivity requests is increasing exponentially. Think about that at the moment, we have 20 billion devices connected in internet. And in 2023, they will be 29 billion. So more than 30% increase. As well as when we talk about digital transformation, digital consumption, we need to look at the application. We need to reimage the applications. Why? Because we need to use them and deliver them and consume that from the digital. And even in the next 3 years, we will have 500 million more applications written for the digital, for internet. Then in this context, security, data security and compliance is becoming top of mind of our customers. And only in Cisco, just in Cisco, we see on daily basis 2.2 trillion I say 2.2 trillions every day of security artifacts. So you can imagine the amount of pressure when it comes to security that we need to manage. And last but not the least is the workforce, because there is an important there is an important transformation that is in line with the hybrid workplace and workforce. But I even see, and I think that we need to take into consideration, the barriers to the digital adoptions. And in my mind, there are two main ones that I want to mention. The first one is the time, because there is such a pressure in delivery, in the accelerate the delivery of this project. In the past, we had projects that could have been delivered in years. Now, we are asking to do that in months, sometimes even weeks. Think about what happened at the beginning of the pandemic. That was crazy. As well as in the context of the complexity, in the context of the multi-technology and the multi-vendors, you can imagine how difficult it is for our customers to have the entire portfolio of skills to manage these transformations. They should have several certifications in different technology, different vendors, and this is simply not realistic. And for this reason, as per my initial consideration, my initial point, they are looking for strategic partners that can provide this kind of skills. And at Cisco, we really consider as one of our top priorities the upskilling. Just to give you a couple of quick examples, our DevNet organization is really best in class at global level. In our DevNet organization, we have developed 61 certifications specialized on automation, DevOps, and the programmability of data centers and network as well. Now, we are busy working on the cloud. Of course, cloud is the other buzzword that we are all talking about, referring to. And when it comes to cloud, we have built a new role in Cisco. It is the cloud captains. And in particular, in EMER and in each of the theater, in each of the region in EMER, we have trained engineers to be able to work our customers and help our customers in the end-to-end cloud proposition, meaning from the connectivity to the security to the insight and optimization.
Digital transformation means different things to different people, right? So, what is the business value of technologies like cloud and networking and other examples? And how can they evolve with business life as they go?
You're perfectly right. It's true that digital transformation, as by the way I already said, means different things to different company, but even in the same company, digital transformation means different things in the different phases of the digital transformations. But and again, we can use an interesting example. Think about the workforce, the hybrid workforce. At the beginning of the pandemic, hybrid workforce was all about remote working. So what we had as a priority to offer to our employees the possibility to work remotely from home. And as such, the only thing that was needed was to offer tools like a laptop, as well as collaborations tools to continue the virtual interactions. Now that we are 1 year after, the hybrid workplace is becoming, in a way, the new normal. And as such, companies are thinking to move important part of the infrastructure as well as application from on-prem to the cloud remotely. And there are few numbers that I want to share with you that can give you immediately the perception of how important cloud is becoming for our customer and for us in the today context. First, 85% of customers are already using or are about to use a public cloud, of which 94% of them are even thinking to use multi-cloud vendors. And this is amazing. 50% of these customers are on average will use 15 vendors, cloud vendors. So you can immediately imagine the complexity that is around this cloud and multi-cloud. But it's even true that the expectation from clouds are very, very high. Customers are expecting to have cost savings as well as a seamless experience, and clearly all of that with a more agile infrastructure and secure infrastructure. This is true. So the good news is, yes, we can get there, but the only way for us to have all of the above, all of these benefits, is to go through a strategic planning. It is to take important strategic decision from the planning to the implementation and manage. And we need to use several enablers. We need to think about connectivity. We need to think about security. We need to think about observability and optimize. This is the only way for us to get there. But again, the complexity that I was referring to when it comes to cloud, it is not only for customers. The complexity is even for the vendors, for companies like us, like Cisco and all the others. Why? Because to be able to offer these end-to-end services, it's very difficult that one company is able to offer these end-to-end services. So what that means, more and more, we need to create new partnership. We need to put in place partnership that in the past would have been received as competitions. And this is exactly what we are busy doing in Cisco. So we are now evolving our partner ecosystem to ensure to serve properly our customers, even in the multi-cloud environment.
So what is that one technology that you think has the maximum potential, but is being currently underutilized?
Let me remain in the multi-cloud context because it is very actual, it is very relevant, it's top of mind of our customers and us as well. In my conversation with CIOs, what I notice is that they are underestimating the relevance and the importance of two main technology, the observability. And with that, I mean the full stack of observability, from the application to the infrastructure to the network, as well as the security. But the security is not the just traditional cybersecurity, because it is very much important. They do not underestimate the security. Rather, I'm referring to the security access service at edge, so what we call SASE. This is something, both observability and SASE, we know that, and this is again based on Gartner research, we will get an important acceleration in the coming years. It is expected a CAGR of 11%, so double-digit growth. But at the moment, customers are now starting understanding the relevance of both. But my point would be, in particular for all the CIOs, each of the CIOs that are moving or are already in the cloud or are thinking to move to the cloud, fundamentally, I would recommend them to ask a question. And the question is, do I have a proper strategy in place? If the answer is no, please come and talk to us, talk to Cisco, because we have 35 years of experience and more than 6,000 employees only in EMEA that are available for you with a huge skill and expertise that can help you in making your journey to the cloud and your experience in the cloud the best one.